Do you remember when we first came to our childhood home? You were so small back then and barely 2 years old. I remember it well. I remember watching our brother carry you across broken tiles and through crumbled stone archways, past blackened corridors and shattered stained glass windows. And as a group of talented builders wandered about our then ruined palace, all they could talk about was how they were going to revive it. Revive it? As if the very palace were a living thing that had died long ago. And I remember thinking to myself, how does one kill a home? Where is the heart to stab? Where is the neck to be hung by? Where is the body to burn? It seems that the only way one can kill a house is to destroy every part of it. But that is an arduous task. A house, you see, can't be killed quickly. It must all be taken down piece by piece, and it must all be reduced to rubble. It can't ever be used to build a new house, for the existence of even one stone means that the house, in some way, still lives. No, I suspect that all the trouble it would take to murder a home is too much to ask of most people, and so they end up doing something far crueler. They abandon it. The walls stop being repainted, the beds are left unmade, and dirt is allowed to coat the windows that were once a marvel to behold. Walking about our then ruined palace was like peering into a depressed person's mind. A depressed person who, lacking hands, decides to take their own life in the only way they know how. By eating themselves alive. A slow and painful process that is first conducted in solitude and then over time, watched by all matter of life. Some of which recognize the house's pain and try to help. Many a now living column was once being choked by ivy, and layers of lichen tried to chew walls to nothing. You know the story, of course. We rebuilt the palace. We lived in, thrived it, and when father was killed in battle, your brother and I ruled from inside its once dying walls. I thought, as a boy of 16, that Corrigancy would be the best for my brother and I. How could I not? We were more than brothers. We were twins. I thought I knew him better than anyone. But I was a fool. Playing games of pretend with your sibling is far different from playing the game of politics. And it was the day we first sat on our thrones that I realized. I didn't know my brother. He was far softer-hearted than I anticipated him to be, caring more about making people love him than concerning himself with the men and women who were raising armies to come take our kingdom and murder us all in our sleep. So, while our brother held parties and danced with courtiers and townsfolk, I was plotting to stop assassins from murdering you in your sleep. I wanted to protect my kingdom and family. And what did I get for it? The kingdom came to refer to our brother as the Pure One, the White One, despite the fact that he did nothing to ensure our survival. Meanwhile, history will come to see me as nothing more than a warlord, a tyrant, the Black One. I tried not to care, I really did. But when I found my son murdered in his bed, I knew that the people would never see me as a good king. And I had my vengeance. I had my vengeance on our whole kingdom. I burned whole towns in hopes of destroying that assassin, but I never did. In the end, he destroyed me. He murdered me. And now I can only hope that in the end, he got what he wanted. Let this be my confession. I regret what I've done. I hurt so many people trying to protect my family and my kingdom. I was more the fool than our brother. But listen to me. Our kingdom may be destroyed, but you must not let them take our home. Never let them take our home. Because there's something else you should know about homes. After our body is gone from the world, all that will be left behind will be memories. Our shadows. Let us exist in the rooms we slept in and the clothes we wore and the halls we walked. History's books tell you nothing of a person. It is the endurance of the items and places we've been in that tell the real stories. Keep the house alive. Keep our shadows alive. And maybe if it becomes abandoned once more, Perhaps hundreds of years from now, someone will find the palace again. They will look at the dying home overgrown with trees and dark with spots of old blood. And just like when I was a boy, they will look at the ruins and ask, "What happened here?" And the shadows will answer.